All right. Okay, everybody. Ozmankollects63 here, and we're back again for another digital comic book reading brought to you by VeVe and myself. I am your narrator for this evening. Thanks again for coming back. If you've joined us before, or if it's your first time, say sit down, relax, and have a listen to some of the comic books that we're going to be reading on VeVe. So for this number, which is number 15, we're going to be reading Spider-Man 2099 number 1, which is the first appearance of the Spider-Man 2099, which is Miguel O'Hara, if you're familiar with the character. So let me just share my screen here. Also, bear in mind this is live, or it might be a recording if you're listening to me later on YouTube, but right now it's live, so anything can happen. So if something cool happens, wicked. If something not so cool happens, then I apologize, but all good. So let's get into the whole reason why you're here. Let me just share my screen here. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Friday so far. So happy Friday to you if you're still going. If your Friday's just finishing up like myself, so it was Friday night here in the UK and I'm choosing to spend it here with you. Hope you're having a good one. All right. Ooh, that's not supposed to be there. Right. So this is what we're going to be reading this tonight. So we've got Spider-Man 2099, which is the main cover here. So this is on the VeVe platform. And if for those who aren't familiar with VeVe, VeVe is a digital collectors platform. They have all sorts of different digital IP. So they've got Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, all sorts of other stuff as well, like United States Postal Service, got Adam's Family, they've got Ghost Rider, all sorts of cool stuff. But we'll go over that a bit later. So this is the comic book we're going to be reading. So yes, like I said, Spider-Man 2099. So the way it works is there's all different rarities. So this is a 10,000 edition comic that was published in 1992. And on VeVe, they have all these different rarity covers. So they've got their, let me see if I can do this here. Here we go. So we've got our common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and our secret rare. Now these rare and ultra rare covers, I'll get to them in a second. So we have our common cover, which is 6,000 editions. There's our uncommon cover, which is 2,250 editions. And this is all over 10,000 edition total. Now we've got our rare and ultra rare covers. Now these are VeVe exclusive covers. Now you can't find these anywhere else in the real world. So this is the only place you can find them. And our rare and ultra rare artist is done by it's Will Sliney, and he's done various other work on the platform as well. Like some of it you might recognize. Like he's done just to name a few. He's done Amazing Spider-Man number 3, which was the first appearance of Doc Ock. He's done Uncanny X-Men number 266, which I believe is the first appearance of Gambit. And he's recently just done a collaboration with Idris Silva with Uncanny X-Men number 3, which is the first appearance of Blob. But also the big one, he also did Fantastic Four number 13, which was the first ultra rare comic on the VeVe app, and he did that with Rachel Rosenberg. So check that out if you're interested. And moving on, and then we've got our secret rare. Now, our secret rare, there's only 250 editions, so it's the scarce of the lot. And the cover art is taken from a piece of interior cover art. And I'm sure we'll see that as we open the comic book up. And what else can we tell you about this comic book? Let's have a look. If I go show more. So yeah, like I said, there's a classic, vintage, rare, hero. That's what they're all sort of classed as. So our writers for this comic book, we've got our writers are Peter David and Rick Leonardi is our cover artist, and I believe they helped create the character as well. So yeah. So without further ado, let's get into this comic, eh? So I'll chuck some music on, and afterwards, after we finish the reading, maybe we'll have a little bit of a look into the character, maybe a bit more about the VeVe platform, and maybe just a few other bits and pieces if anyone's still around. All right, let me just cue my music up. If I can find it, because this is live and anything can happen. Right, let's turn this down to here. And let's go, I think we'll go this one. Seems pretty chilled. Let's give that a go, eh? Righto, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into it. So sit down, relax, grab a drink, or if you're at work at the moment, say hide out somewhere, go for a early lunch break, and come join me as we get into this comic book. So let me go over to the app here and let me open this thing up. There we are. So this is our comic cover. So very, very cool. So got Spider-Man all front and center, looking very, very vampiric, because I believe that's one of his powers. But and we got some comments before we get started. Yo, Hinano Perez, say thanks for joining me, Hinano. So I hope you enjoy the reading. Not Perez. Oh, not Perez. Okay. There we go. In case he's wondering, president means what he's referring to is I'm also president of the VeVe Collective, which is our digital collectors platform, which you might be watching this stream on the YouTube channel, which is our VeVe Collective YouTube channel. You might be familiar with us in the X Spaces or in the VeVe Spaces. This is like a little side project I do, just along with other things like X Spaces. We do X Spaces, VeVe Wednesdays, VeVe Weekends, and yeah. So if you're interested in any of that, give us a like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it. Well, we might go a bit more over that after reading, but for the whole reason why you're here, let's get into it. So we've got Spider-Man 2099 front and center, jumping into action. Looks very futuristic, very dystopian. And also, this is the first time I'm reading this comic too, so I'm going on this journey the same with you. Because the whole idea behind this. Oh, it says, this is a good comic to read. I like the story. Well, hopefully I like the story too. But like I said, it's the first time I'm reading it. And let's get into it. So that's what I was trying to do. I try and read these things fresh. So I haven't read them before, because that's the whole idea behind this, is to encourage people to open up these digital comics that we collect on the VeVe platform and actually look at them and read them. You heard about the comic crafting. I did hear about the comic crafting, and I'll comment on that after the reading. But it looks like some interesting stuff. So I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, so let's get into it. So it's a 25-page comic. So it should take us probably about maybe 20 minutes, half an hour to read, maybe. Depends how often I stop. But this is page 2 of 3. Here we go. Yep, looks very dystopian. We've got flying cars, very Back to the Futurist. So let's go. So this is New York. It's the year 2099. We're going to get caught, says the flying red car. Sorry, no, it says, I'll shut up. Read on, good sir. That's all good, mate. All good. Just I hope you enjoy the reading. So we're going to get caught, says the flying orange car. So they're flying around. It says, many things have changed. So the alchemy mystery explosion. We're not going to get caught, says the flying red car. They're obviously running from trouble and doing something they shouldn't do. Very naughty. I'm telling you, the flyboys never come up this high. They don't like the crosswinds. Just a bunch of sunless. Hey, what's that? Oh, he's looking up in the sky. Look, there's a shadow. Who could it be? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the wrong franchise, so it won't be them. On the other hand, there are some things. Oh, and this page is intentionally blank. And look, there he is, front and center, busting into action. Spider-Man 2099. That remained dispensably the same. Halt! As authorized representatives of the public eye, we're ordering you to halt, says the man on the flying little car thing. So this must be like the future police. So there he is. You brats in the Whisper 3000, vacate the area immediately. All such vehicles are forbidden in the inner city. Your registration has been noted. Return home at once, where the vehicle will be confiscated. Move, he says. Get those idiot kids out of the way, says the other flying car. And look, they're actually after Mr. Spider-Man here. So he's the one running from trouble. These guys are just there. And look, there's a little note as well. So our writer being Peter David, penciler Rick Lenardi, like we did before, and a whole heap of other people. Yeah, very cool. So very nice artwork. I really like the artwork on that, like front and center. Whoa, looking mean. Right, page 6 of 7. So this is where our secret rare cover comes from. This is the interior panel it's taken from. Doing some aerial acrobatics there, looking very nimble. This is your final warning. Surrender instantly, or we will use deadly force. Oh no! What the blazes? Says the other guy. How does he move that fast? Look, he's doing some aerial acrobatics. So confusing him in the air. They don't know what's going on. We're here to arrest him, not admire him. He went between those buildings, Malik. With me, the rest of you cut him off from the other side. Okay, Malik, proceed with caution. Alchemex wants him alive, if at all possible. So Alchemex, ooh, maybe they're like the, what's it, the, oh, I can't remember now. Roxxon. Maybe it's like the Roxxon of the future world. I bet they did sneer, and I want him alive if at all possible. Oh, I bet they do, Sarge, and I want him alive at all possible. Can the jokes, Malex? Watch the drafts. They're really nasty up here. Nowhere. Now, where did he go? Sarge, above you! He scowls and looks up, and there's Spider-Man coming down on top of him. Target acquired. All units converge on my signal. In other words, mob him! Get him! There he goes on. Mark and fire! Bang, 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 bang. They're opening a fire. They're trying to take him down. Those were warning shots. Don't make us hurt you. And he just looks back at them with an eerily looking stare. Look at that. He's like, you think you got what it takes to mess with me? Swing around, Malik. Bring it around. What's he doing? He's in free fall. He'll kill himself. Oh, he's just going for it. He's just diving straight to the ground. Let's take a second to admire some of the artwork here. Very nice. Page 8 of 9. He's not killing himself, you idiot. Once he drops out of range, he'll break his fall with those webbed airfall of his. Pugus, Evantes, come in. Are any of you on him now? So he's calling his mate saying, get him. This is, Estaves. Sarge, target acquired. So he's like, he's got him. He's trying to change course, but I've got him in my sight. Bang! Ooh, falls right on top of him. Knocks him off his little flying car thing. Don't play games with him. Estaves, shoot him. Whoa, look at that. Spider-Man claws him in the face. Crash. Right across it. Look, knocked his helmet all the way off and cut his gun in half. Looks like he's got some serious claws going on there. Everyone, out of the way. My face, I'm bleeding to death. You cut my face. You tried to kill me, he says. Just shut up, would you, please? Says Spider-Man. Did you see it? Never saw a flyboy crash before. Public eye got a black eye, if ya. Whoa, check it out, says another innocent bystander as he's flying around. Is Estaves alright? Get him to the nearest docks in a box. Nearest docks in a box. It's funny. Where'd he go, SD? That way, somewhere. I don't know. Okay, man, proceed with caution. He could be anywhere. Shock, he says, as they've entered a big mall and there's just people everywhere. So he's disappeared. He's dropped off the other fellow future policeman into a dock in a box. Very cool. Must be a medical thing. Page 10 of 11. Alright, looks like the action's sort of calmed down a little bit now. Well, we go to a place called Babylon Towers, a subsidiary of Alchemex. So strolling into a dark room. Ah, lights to 1/4, he says, like he's just had a massive hangover. Better, much better. And a voice says to him, "Good evening, Miguel. The time is 01:33 hours. Outdoor temperature is 54. Air is partially breathable. Forecast for the next 2 days is occasional cloudiness with a 50% chance of rain. 50%, that means maybe it'll rain and maybe it won't. Your personal bio reads indicate accelerated heartbeat and pulse above the norm. You've been exerting yourself, haven't you?" Says the hologram picture doing a funny, seductive dance in front of him. "Tell me about it," he says. "You have 6 messages pending, Miguel. Would you like to see them?" "Sure, Lila." Okay, so we've got Lila. So Lila's like his hologram is a medical doctor, if you like his Star Trek, which I know he does. So who we got here? We got another person who goes, "Mike, I strongly suggest you come to me so that we can work something out. You need the drugs, you know it, and I know it. Tyler, there's a train leaving at 8:30. Be under it. The sooner we can come to an accord, the better it will be for all of us." Tyler Stone, humanitarian? Next, Lila. So Tyler Stone. So I wonder who that fella is. Who's next on the message? "Miguel, it's Gage." "Yeah, I know it's you." "Oh, it's Gab." "Miguel, it's Gab." "Yeah, I know it's you. It's you, Gab. Always remember? Look, avoiding me isn't going to make things better. I stand by what I said before. The whole corporate radar program is a nasty piece of work, and you're a nasty part of it. But I still love you, man. Dump it and move on, Lila." Okay, so it's a mate of his saying, "I stand by what I said before. The whole corporate radar program is a nasty piece of work." Ooh. Okay, looks like his mate trying to pull him back from the void or do something there. Page 12 of 13. So we're getting through this comic, I think. Hope everyone's enjoying the reading out there. So if you're out there in Twitter Spaces, I can't see your comments, but hopefully you're writing something positive, which would be nice. If you're writing something negative, that's all good too. I appreciate all feedback and try and use it to grow and improve the experience. But anyway, moving on. So we've gone back to Lila. "Miguel, are you there? Come on, honey, pick up." "No. Look, Ming Ai, I'm really frightened for you. The other day when you were strung out on the drugs, I've never been so scared." "Oh, strung out on drugs, that's never good. Don't you drug kids?" "And now it's like you vanished off the face of the earth." "Miguel, I'm your fiancé. Don't leave me hanging after." "Dump it," he says. "Dump it. Dump them all." The remaining 3 are also from Diane. So Diane's a fiancé, so he's pushing everybody away and dealing with some stuff. Wonder if we'll read on and find out what this stuff might be. "Miguel, your present behavior is not within normal programming parameters. You've diverted from your standard pattern of domestic arrival activities. There's no more entries in your personal journal for 5 days. My journal? My journal, huh? Alright, Lila. Journal mode then. Take this down." Well, what's he going to say in his journal mode? "Look, O'Hara, you may be the project head, but I'm the one who answers to Mr. Stone, which means you answer to me," says the very official elderly-looking man. Or elderly, that's a bit... Senior man. Let's go with senior. "I'll try to stick to one-syllable words then," says Miguel. "I don't care if you are one of the greatest hopes of Alchemex. I don't care if you were given the full university treatment and brought him to head this genetics program. You must have respect for the system of command." "I have respect for the system, Aaron, just none for you. Listen, smart guy, I've kept my mouth shut up till now, and don't think we haven't appreciated it. For the company's sake, even though I can't stand smug geniuses like you, but if you don't shape up, I'm going to break you. Ooh. You break me, you bought me, he says. Ooh, scientist conflict. Maybe they'll have a walk-off. Aaron. Even you can't even deny how well the work's been progressing. Of course not, but we've achieved terrific success at altering the genetic structure of test animals, and I've even found some quality research material for inspiration. Here, feast your cribs. So look, saying, check your eyes out. Feast your eyes on this. Hey, we've got D in the house. Sorry I'm late. That's right, D. You arrived exactly when you were meant to. Like a wizard, if anyone understands that reference. So let's see what our inspirational material is. This is page 14 and 15. It says, you're fired, D. So harsh. Oh, here we go. Oh, look, this guy looks familiar. Who's this? His name was Spider-Man, one of the premier boys from the old heroic age, around the turn of the century. Proportionate strength of a spider. What do you mean proportionate? It means he doesn't get a swell head about it. You want an ideal corporate raider? Imagine one that could scale walls, jump so feet strong, agile. That's the direction we're going. We just can't go too quickly, otherwise what? Otherwise we'd lose you. So we're taking it nice and slow so that you can follow along. Enjoy the book, as it has lots of pictures. Alright, you little gentleman, I couldn't help but overhear. Mr. Stone, not long enough, no see. But Aaron here is correct. Alchemist wants results. Alchemists can't wait. Alchemists can't want anything. It's a corporation, a legal thing. Only humans can have humans' desires, and humans have to be aware that reckless testing of human subjects would be. Mike, if my father were alive today, you know what he'd say. Help, get me out of this coffin. He'd say, caution is the first refuge of the coward. Caution. He'd say, caution is the first refuge of the coward. Very harsh. And he'd say that because he loves the sound of his own voice, that's why. Because it would be true, which is why I brought in Mr. Sims here. Mind telling me what sort of warped joke this is? No joke, rather than face it against so years as his. No joke, rather than face aging so years as his punishment. Mr. Sims has volunteered for the Raider program. This is crazy. We're not ready for humans yet, Mr. Sims. It's far too dangerous. Look, Doc, I want to do this. I really, really don't want them to make a drooling old man out of me. I gotta change here to get my sentence commuted. Just do the best job you can. Okay? Right, so he's volunteering to try and get time knocked off his sentence. Hey, you got Double Quill in the house. Hey, Double. Hey, thanks for dropping in. This is a 90s comic. I had those really sharp drawing lines. That's right, yeah, it's definitely. It was published in 1992. Anyway, back to it. Oh, I think I just did the wrong one. That's better. Right, let's see. So he's going into the chair. He's about to get souped up with the super juice. I'm going to see what happens. So this is page 14 to 15. So we're getting there. Nice how you stood up. Mr. Stone, genius boy. If I walk, Stone will go ahead without me. Then Sim's life is in your hands, Aaron. That puts his chances somewhere between 0 and none. I'm his only shot. Mr. Sims, can you hear me? Yeah, he says. What we're trying to do is tinker with your genetic structure. We had a variety of different imprints we could be using. At the moment, I'm trying something simple, something that would ideally give you augmented strength. What about that spider imprint program you were talking about? One step at a time, Aaron. I don't want to try and totally rewrite the man's genetic makeup. He would end up with as a hideous mutant freak. Or even worse, you. Haha. Alright, gentlemen, let's bring this to full power, it says. So bringing it to full power, juicing it up. Like the design of the transportation chamber, Aaron. Got it off the old Hollow the Fly. Oh yeah, I get it. Anyone familiar with the Fly movie? Good old classic Jeff Goldblum. You'd like it. It's about someone who turns into a totally disgusting creep. I bet you could relate to it. You can't fool me, O'Hara. You're keeping up the flip remarks, but you're terrified. You're going to fall flat on your face this time. Well, you got me, Aaron. Here I am, scared about a human life at risk. What could I have been thinking? Okay, Oppenheimer. Oh, we're gonna open her up. Let's see what's happening. Crack the eggs. Mr. Sims, still with us? Now you'll probably feel a fairly sharp tingling that could pass in a couple of... Oh. So just a quick recap. So they've got this bloke here, Mr. Sims. He's gonna try and do a Captain America and try and get some time knocked off his sentence. He's a volunteer for the super serum, which in this case is going to be an animal imprint. Try and see what it does to his genetic code. So let's read on and see what happens. Pages 16, 17. He says as something grabs Miguel around the throat. Get him! Oh no! Look, he's gone all mutated. He looks like something out of I don't know, Total Recall, or some other mutated movie I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, he's not looking too good. Get him off! Get him off! Mr. Sims, I'm sorry. I tried. Will someone shock him, shoot him with something? Sims, let go of me. And he's down. Dead, he says. Still, he's borne his restraints effortlessly. For an accelerated strength scenario, this was very positive. Very positive. Yeah, the guy died, but he got super strength, so that's a plus. I guess that guy doesn't really value human life. He says, and I'm gone. You need to relax, Mike. This is from my private stock. 1994 was an excellent year. I said I'm gone. I quit. I'm not going to be part of another incident like today's. And even if you continue the work after I'm gone, at least I won't be a party to it. Alchemex has groomed you, Mike, cared for you, educated you, just as we did your father. He was a brilliant man, your father. You could bill me, he says. Mike, obviously you've made up your mind, and I can appreciate that. What's more, I can respect that. Despite what the Indies would have you believe, we here at Alchemex are not heartless monsters. Our employees are cherished participants, not prisoners. You are perfectly free to leave our little family if you wish. You're a business. We're a business, not a stall. Not only that, but I assure you that Roxxon, Stark. Here, there's a couple of names I recognize here. I assure you that Roxxon, Stark, Fujiyama, and Cynthia, anyone who contacts us about you will receive nothing but the highest recommendations. It's to a bright future. Of course, I'm still hoping you reconsider. Of course. Oh, he's giving him a drink. Well, I get the feeling there's going to be a poison or something in this thing. Let's find out. Oh, we got a few comments coming up. Problem with my comments is too much out emphasis. Full panels. There's a lot of art. Needs to be happy medium. Text lines rather. Very cool. Whoop, that was the wrong one again. That's better. Yeah, definitely loving the artwork so far. All right, let's read on. So page 18 and 19. Ty, did we just have a synaptic meltdown in the last few minutes? I'm leaving, remember? Vapor, poof. And you know now that I made the decision. I feel more relaxed than ever. Yes, that would probably be because of my parting gift, the rapture. Wait, what? What's the rapture? The rapture. In the wine you just drank. I'm sure you're familiar with it. A very high-powered, mind-expanding hallucinogenic. Perfectly legal, of course. A number of Alchemix employees are already users. But my records indicate you've never inhaled yourself of it. I thought maybe the prohibited experience might make you hesitant to consider this a present. You creeping piece of... Now that I think of it, perhaps you've passed on it because rapture is so addictive. Once it's in your system, you need it in the way you need oxygen to breathe. Without rapture, you'll die. Oh, great. So he's made him a drug addict just to keep him under the heel. Very, very crafty. You want to hit me, don't you? I wouldn't. I think you want me to remain kindly disposed towards you. Especially since Alchemist is the only authorized rapture distributor. That's probably another reason in here no avail for you. You being such an independent sort, Mike. You'd never want to give up your ability to just walk out. You can still walk away, Mike, but you won't like the consequences. I'll have a car bring you home, get some rest, and enjoy the rapture. If you fight it can be quite nasty, so you better give in if I were you. And Mike, here's hoping you choose to be a member of the Alchemix family for some time to come. So he's drugged him up to keep him in the door. That sounds like a very familiar business strategy I've heard of in other business trades, if you know what I mean. One, two, three, four. Come on, Dan, do some more. Don't slow down. Don't take rests. This will help you firm your... he says as he comes staggering in the door. Freeze program, she says. Miguel, what's wrong, lover? You're home early. Are you sick? Should I... get away! Get away, he says, and he knocks her over to the ground. Oh no, something's going down. Something's going through his system. He's freaking out. He's pushing his fiancée on the ground there. Let's see how bad this gets. Page 20 and 21. Oh, Oh, Dana, I didn't realize it was. I thought you were. Just keep away from me, she says. Honey, I swear Oh man, your face. I feel like dirt. Good, she says. Why don't you? It's the rapture. I was fighting it, seeing monsters everywhere. Rapture. Since when do you do rapture? She says. Since Tyler Stone decided to slurp me some incentive for me to stay. You were quitting Alchemax, she says. I was, but now, the effects have finally passed, but I can feel it, gnawing at me. I need it again soon. But then Alchemax has my butt in a permanent sling. Listen, I have friends. Even if you quit Alchemax, I can probably get Rapture through Black Market. You want me to be a lousy drug addict my whole life, he says. I want you not to hurt, that's all, she says. That's all. And gives him a nice big cuddle. There, I've overridden all the security computer. All traces of my entering the lab has been wiped from the records. A trick that's impossible for 99.9% of Alchemax employees, but not Miguel O'Hara, super genius. A super genius who let himself get blindsided by a smiling snake named Tyler Stone. I spent so much time talking like overconfident that I let myself get that way. Brilliant. So let's see if I can turn some of that brilliance to my own problem. Or it says file A1 O'Hara, gene print 100. The rapture's already bound itself to me genetically. By morning, I'll be a helpless addict. My only prayer is to try to restore myself to what I was. Okay, so he's going to try and jump in the old gene machine, or the what happened to Mr. Sims, and see if he can't fix himself. I've already been using my own genetic code as sample working material, except I've been imprinting it on apes. Never occurred to me that I wanted to try imprinting it on myself. Oh, he's getting in the chair. So, if we've all seen this movie, we know how this turns out 99% of the time. If this works, my genetic encoding will be what it was before, Stone's little killer cocktail. And if it doesn't, then I hope for Tyler's sake that I'm the most obvious ghost that ever was. So he's saying this thing's either going to fix me, and if it fixes me, great. And if it does kill me, I'm going to be the most annoying Casper the Ghost I can be. So a little look at the artwork before we move on. All page 22, 23. So we ain't got long left. So let's see what happens. Oh, Miguel O'Hara working overtime. A pity if something were to go wrong, let's say. Oh no, look, this is how it happens. Someone comes and meddles with it and stuffs everything up. It says, file 1A O'Hara 50. Oh. Heading out, Perez. Great read. I'll catch you later in the morning. Looking forward to Ferosa. Yes, sir. So I'll catch you then. So for all of those who are interested, so we'll be doing a reaction video over on the Real Uncommon Podcast YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a film trailer reaction to the new Mad Max trailer, Furiosa. So join us over there. It'll be about it's 4 o'clock in the morning my time, UK. So whatever that is your time, you'll have to find that yourself. Let's read on. Oh, with the wrong screen. There we go. Right. So everything's about to go screwy. This guy's messing with the files. Look, it says file 1A of O'Hara 50, file 47A, Spider 50. So he's going to try and spy some Spider. There we go. D says 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's what I was meant to say. Same time as WebV Wednesdays if you're hanging around that time in the X spaces. Right. Might pumping up the levels of every blasted piece of equipment on the imprint sequencer. What's this button do? Poor dumb old Aaron Delgado wouldn't understand your great concepts, would I, O'Hara? Doesn't much matter when I'm in the driver's seat, does it? So basically, he's pushing all the different buttons and finding out what does what. Warning, equipment is exceeding recommended safety levels. Automatic shutdown in T minus 5 seconds. Override! Repeat, manual override! Warning, exceeding recommended safety limits. It says override in effect. Files merging. Oh, here we go. It's all going. Ah! So he's getting all merged in the little egg-looking thing. So let's see what happens. Did it turn him into a horrible, distorted beast like a Mr. Sims, or has it done something else? How'd you like that, Mr. Genius, Mr. Smartmouth, Mr. Wisecrack? Huh? I don't believe it. He's still alive and unharmed. But he doesn't know I overloaded the circuits. I can use that. Late night mad scientist theatrics, O'Hara. You've just blown a big time, boy. When I tell Mr. Stone how you wrecked the equipment in some temperamental tantrum, they're going to finish you. Oh, he's looking wiped out. Whoops, wrong button. Then I'll be back in charge, doing things the way they should be. Turn around, boy, when I speak to you, boy, before I kick your butt from here to shock horror as he looks at his face. What's wrong with his face? Is it all demented? Is it all melted? Let's find out. Oh, here we go. He's got vampire fangs and claws. They're going to turn around and claw his face off. And it just says, nothing ventured next. So that'll be our next comic. So I think that concludes our comic book. There's a little bit there from the... Let's say... There's a little bit from someone there. Unfortunately, the text is a little bit small, so I can't read it. But if you guys pick this comic up, maybe you can read it yourself. No, very cool. It says, be sure not to miss the new book in our new Ravagers 2099. So I know there's a whole heap of 2099 books according to this. There's Ravagers, I know there's Doc Doom, I think there's Iron Man. All sorts of different things. Hey, Evolve's in the house. Hey, how you going, Evolve? Thanks for dropping in, mate. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Sorry if you're a bit late, but you can always catch it on the replay. He says, thanks, great read. So, thank you, D. Thanks for taking the time to drop in and chuck a comment in. Make sure you chuck us a little. At the very least, hit that like button just so YouTube knows that I'm doing something worth it. And yeah, so that concludes the reading, everyone. So that's the end of the comic book. So we do a quick little scroll back, and so we've got a little bit of backstory on him. So a little bit of Spider-Man action. Yeah, very, very cool. So that has been the reading of Spider-Man 2099 number 1, the first appearance of Spider-Man 2099, which is Miguel O'Hara. So now that's all done and dusted with. If you want to stick around for a little bit, we sorry, Quill says YouTube is biased towards spiders. They get all the attention. Yeah. So help me out then. Give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe to the VeVe Collective's YouTube channel, and this is also streaming on my own YouTube channel as well, which is sort of up and coming. So Google Ozmankollects63 and you might find me on YouTube. And that's where some of these will be streaming now, along with some other bits and pieces I might look at doing going into the new year. All right, so how about we turn the music off for a sec? There we go. And yeah, let's have a little looky at what else can we say about this comic book. So in case you're familiar with this character or you've seen him before, you're like, hey, I've seen that guy before. He's quite well known, and where is it? Where's my cursor? There it is. You've probably seen him in this one. was called Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, which is the latest animated Spider-Man movie, which was amazing. So there he is there in the trailer, and he was voiced by Oscar Isaacs. And if you're not familiar, actually, I'll tell you what, we can scroll down here. That's this guy, Oscar Isaacs. So for those who aren't familiar with Oscar Isaacs, he's actually done quite a few roles in the Marvel universe at the moment. He recently did Moon Knight, where he played Moon Knight, and he's also done Apocalypse in Age of Apocalypse in the X-Men franchise, and also a host of all other stuff as well. Oh, hey, look, we've got someone else dropping in the chat as well. Captain Obvious. Hey, Captain Obvious, thanks for dropping in. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. That's right, Moon Knight. He did well in Moon Knight. He did very well in Moon Knight. I thought, playing the role of multiple personalities, and he did really, really well with it. And I believe he's coming back for season 2, which is in the works now. But this also just the actor himself has done all sorts of other cool stuff as well. I mean, I remember another one. So one with the android lady. What's her name? Ex Machina. That was a good one. And done lots of roles. So definitely check that one out. And check out this movie as well. Across the Spider-Verse. Very, very cool. What else can we say about this? What else can we say about the character? Actually, tell you what. Let's talk a little bit about VeVe. So this is, for those of you who aren't familiar, this is VeVe. This is their platform. And like I said earlier, VeVe is a digital collectors platform. They have all sorts of different licensed IP. So they have Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, all the big stuff. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do, just to give you an idea of what they've got. If I go down to see all brands, there you go. This is just some of the brands they've got. They've got 20th Century Fox, they've got Adventure Time. I'll just give you a brief rundown. I won't go through all of them, but it just gives you an idea of them. So Battlestar Galactica, Black Panther, they've got Capcom, Bride of Chucky, Coca-Cola, Daredevil, got Deadpool, Kanto, all sorts of different stuff. So we'll leave it at that. But yeah, if you go through and check out the app yourself, Need More Cartoon Network Evolve says, yeah, that would be a good one. So they have all sorts of different bits and pieces, and the way it works is you create yourself an account over on VeVe here, and do a little bit of KYC, and they give you your own little page. So I'll give you an example. So this is mine. So if you want to, where's my profile? Oh, I know that's because it's over here. So yeah, this is me, Ozmankollects63. So if you want to give us a follow, you can follow me on the platform if you want. And basically they give you your own little page. You get your own little collection. So this is give you a brief little example of what I've got. So I got Predator posters, I got comic books, and that's the other thing they do as well. They also do comic books. So they do collectibles and they do comic books. So if I go to Marketplace, just to give you an idea of what sort of they've got. So they've recently just dropped the presidential stamps. Oh yeah, of course. So D just made a comment about other roles that Oscar Isaac's done, which I totally forgot about. Is Pope Dameron from Star Wars, from the latest franchise. I think that's probably what really sort of catapulted him into the stardom after that, because after that he just popped up everywhere. There's haha. Oops, I wasn't live. So this is VeVe. So basically, you can sort of choose what you want. So the way it works is you create yourself an account, do a bit of KYC, and then you get yourself your own little account, and you can load up your wallet with gems, which is the in-app currency. See, you can see I've got very little at the moment. You can also stake your OMI, which is an entirely different subject, but they also do a cryptocurrency token as well called the OMI token. If you've got OMI, you can stake that in the app. But that's another topic of discussion. But if you're interested in finding out more about that, do a Google. There's other YouTubers who are a bit more versed in it than I am, and it's more or less you basically just connect your chosen payment method, whether that be a Visa or a debit or MasterCard or whatever you got, and you just basically see something you like. Let's take this stamp for example. And look, it says 225, so I could buy that if I wanted to. Or you just go buy now. And then if you want it, you just go, oh, well, I could almost afford it. So you go, well, it would say buy now, but I need more gems. So let's just get more gems, and then it's yours. And then that will turn up in your collections. And then in your collection, like let's just take this one for example, it gives you all basically the metadata. So what it is a secret rare. Mine is edition 272, which is really, really cool. Nice low digit palindrome. Gives you all the information as well. And yeah, if you want to look into a bit close, so it more or less is yours on the blockchain. You own it. And eventually, when they do the VeVeverse, which is the VeVe's metaverse, you'll be able to display it in your VeVe space, and you can put it on the wall. You can display it in 3D as well, so you can blow it up, make it small, make it big, spin it around. Some of these collectibles have sounds and animation as well, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so that's that. And it's on the comic book side. We've got different comic books. So if I go see all, just to give you an example of some of them, we got like Star Lord, X Factor, we've got Star Wars, we've got Captain America, Fantastic Four, got some Spider Man, Thor. We've got some big name comics in here too. Like we've probably got the big daddy of them all, which is Amazing Fantasy number 15. Not that one because that's a newer one. Yeah, we've got Amazing Fantasy number 15. We've got Giant Size X-Men number 1. We've got all sorts of big titles in here. It's the same concept too. So let's take X Factor here, for example. If I click on that one, and all of them have got the same sort of setup as we've got with the other one. They've got common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and secret rare. The rare and ultra rare covers are most of them are usually exclusive cover art. So they're done by comic book artists that you can only get on the VeVe platform. But some of them are also from in real life covers as well. Like for example, what's a good example? So I can find one off the top of my head. Like take this one for example. Like Edge of Spider-Verse number 2. This one here of the secret rare. You can actually pick this one up in real life, which is the Greg Land variant. So just little things like that. And yeah, that's more or less how the VeVe platform works. And yeah, very cool. So yeah, that's more or less the bare bones of it. So yeah, so if you're interested in it, they've got a Android and iOS app. So you just download the app, put it on your phone. They've also got a website as well. So I'm losing my words. And yeah, you can look at it there. So this is some of the upcoming stuff we've got coming up. So they've got the Marvel Mighties Thanos drop, which is kind of cool. Oh, actually, just on the subject of Marvel Mighties, before I forget myself. If you're interested in Marvel Mighties, they do also have a Spider-Man 299 Marvel Mighty. Check out this little fella. And look at that. How cute is he? So cute, he looks like he's going to claw your face off. Yeah, so if you're interested in picking yourself up one of them, or there's 19 of them listed for sale, let's have a look. Whoa, look at that. The lowest one is 250 gems on the floor. So that's not cheap, but I think it's because there's only so many editions of it. There's 2,099 editions. I wonder why that is. But yeah, but if you're interested in that, you can buy that if you want. Oh, D says he's the one that I want, but he's so out of my price range. Yeah, he is quite definitely on the more premium end of the Marvel Mighty spectrum. Like for example, if I go, what's a good let's just try collectible. Let's take something like on the lower end. Let's take a Spider Woman here. So they range anywhere from like 250 to like say this one's like 7 gems. But I have seen them go lower than this. So some of them like can be in the 5 and 6, the 5 and 6 one. Oh, Evolve says good stuff, Oz. Thank you. So happy I landed one. Did you land the secret rare 299 Marvel Mighty on drop Evolved? Nice. Congratulations to you. There's a Jim Lee Joker palindrome on the floor for 73. That's tempting, is there now? Tell you what, let's have a look. If I can find it, that one. Oh, yeah, look at that. There is a Jim Lee palindrome. Look at that. 6336 for 73 gems. There you go. If that's something you're interested in, it might be the time to strike. Might not be. So, as I always say, anything said on this channel is not financial advice. Do with your money as you will. But that's more or less it. The bare bones of it, guys. So I'm going to start wrapping things up now because it is getting quite late here in the UK. It's coming up on 9 o'clock. We've been streaming for nearly an hour, which is plenty. But yeah, so that's been our reading for this evening, which has been Spider-Man 2099. So if you're just tuning in now, thanks for tuning in. If you're just catching us on the replay, I hope you enjoy the reading. So don't be afraid to smash that like button. And if you're feeling up to it, totally not required. Give us a like, give us a comment, give us a subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content in the future. Ha! Evolve says an hour is never enough. Just keep going. I know. Well, compared to what you've done 5-hour streams, so this is like child's play compared to the veteran like you are. But I will be doing more in the morning. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for everyone else over that way. So yeah, if you want to come and join us over on the Real Uncommon podcast for our reaction video to the new Ferosa trailer for the new Mad Max movie, which I'm very excited to see. Also, being a fellow Aussie as well, like a bit of Mad Max history there. I always love it. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to start wrapping things up now. Again, a big thank you for tuning in, for listening, whether that be on the Twitter or the X Spaces or YouTube here. I have been your narrator, Ozmankollects63. So this has been Relax and Read number 15, Spider-Man 2099. We try and do these regularly every Friday night here in the UK. There you go. D says the reaction video will be tonight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And for me, it will be Saturday morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, as for Relax and Read, we try and do these consistently every Friday night for around 8 p.m. UK time. But unfortunately, this next week, there won't be a Relax and Read for next week because I've got a Christmas party to go to, being for the workplace. T says, come and hang with us if you have time. Special guest Ozmankollects63. Oh, thank you very much. I don't consider myself a special guest, but I'm definitely a guest appearance, as I've been there a couple of times now. I'm kind of part of the furniture now. But yeah, all right, guys, I got to go. But take care, have a good one, and hopefully I'll catch you over on the reaction trailer. If not, I might catch you in the X Spaces for VeVe weekends, which is on Sundays. 8:30 till 10:30 UK time, or 12:30 till 2:30 Pacific Standard Time, or come and catch me on VeVe Wednesdays with my host Dino, which is 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, or 4 in the morning till 6 in the morning UK time. So have a good one, everyone. Take care. Enjoy your Friday, and talk more soon. Take care. Bye.